Peace. This is Spiritual Lifting with V. Let me get your soul swole. I have a special announcement today. As you can see, I'm wearing a Let Me Get Your Soul Swole. Get your soul swole today. Help me help others. All proceeds will be going to charity, homeless, or feeding a needy family. We can all work together to do something greater in this society. Now, we're going to move on to today's topic. Today's topic is challenge and self-improvement. And I want to start with reaching on challenges. We all have challenges in life. And I don't think that there would be one person that could say that's out here that's successful in anything that they have done, that they didn't get there by breaking through these challenges. The challenges in this life can be so many, and they can be varied in so many ways. I believe that the challenges are the things, the true things that give us the true strength, the true ability to overcome, to overachieve. Because in this life, we can achieve, we can have breakthroughs, but going beyond these challenges sometimes takes more. And what I mean by that, by taking more, challenges in life require you to give more of yourself. Challenges in life, at times, and most of the time, require us to push ourselves to the boundaries and overachieve. To make the motions, to do the things that most people wouldn't do. This is what makes a successful person successful. It's not having all the talent in the world. It's not even about having all the opportunities in the world. But it's about giving yourself all the opportunities in the world. And it's about giving yourself that will, that desire, that determination. And how you get those things is by facing your challenges head on and pushing yourself to overachieve. A lot of us in this life have never, ever been taught how to overachieve. We may have been taught how to earn money, not to save money. We may have been taught how to study, but not do the extra credit and get there. The valedictorian, make no mistake, is not the valedictorian because they're a straight A student. The valedictorian becomes the valedictorian because they did all the extra credit. So I'm going to equate this to facing a challenge in your life. We must start to take extra assessment and do the extra credit in this life. It's not enough to recognize where we need to make improvements in our life or where we need to, or what the challenges are that we're facing. We have to do the extra credit and actually put in the work, the physical, the mental, the spiritual work to go way beyond what we thought we could do. It's like take it to the limit, as the song says. We have to take it to the limit. We have to push ourselves into a place, an uncomfortable place, and then take that uncomfortability and make it comfortable. Because this is what challenges do. You can either do one or two things. You can take yourself to that place, or you can allow yourself to be defeated and just be mediocre. Do you want to be mediocre in spirit? Do you want to be mediocre in health? Do you want to be mediocre in mind? I don't think any of us do. We all seek to do something to be better, whether that's spiritually, mentally, physically, and even financially. First part is waking up and being thankful for the obstacles, the challenges, and the adversities that you have in this life. Because by having those things are the exact things that are going to give you the opportunity to go to the next level. So we need not look to the Creator and say, why? Why am I constantly being challenged? Why am I constantly being faced with difficulties? There's a good reason why this is happening. Because the Creator is giving you an opportunity, the universe is giving you an opportunity to become the best version of yourself, to push yourself to a place where you never thought you could be. And once you reach that highest height, you never have to look back. And you know the formula, you know what to do, you know how to get there. And then you can later, when someone comes to you or another challenge is faced towards you, you have the secrets to give, and you can act as an elder, and then you can begin to give these to somebody else who may not have the strength or may not learn how to face these challenges in their life. Whatever the challenge may be, whether that's personal, inner self, relationship, with your lover, your marriage, we have to face things, people. We can't just run, turn the head, look the other way, go on to the next day, give up, start something new. If you do that, you're just going to be running like on a hamster wheel, going around the same cycle and same circle. And the reason for this is because the universe and the Creator is not going to stop giving you these challenges. We must get past one challenge, one obstacle, one thing that may be being seen to yourself or the energy you may be putting out as a negative, in order to never even have to face it again. We have to dissipate that karma, as people call it. Because karma doesn't just relate to, oh, well, they did something to me, karma's gonna get them. No. What about the karma of yourself? The things that you're facing. And in fact, if anyone even says those things, you've just placed a load of negative karma upon yourself. We must have an open heart and an open spirit. The Father says, the Creator says, love thyself as thou shalt love thy neighbor. So why would you wish or put upon someone something negative? Because at that moment of you doing that, you have now placed all of those negative things on yourself. Let's change our language. Let's change our language. That would be giving too much power to something negative. And that one will be on another episode. Thank you for that suggestion, brother. So, we're going to say, and we're going to go through this. You have this tough challenge. Start by waking, thanking the Creator for facing the challenge. Then accept the challenge. And then every little aspect and piece to that challenge, do it in joy. Be happy you have the challenge. Can you imagine in life if you never had the opportunity to be faced with any kind of challenges? If you never had that opportunity to be faced with challenges, you would never have a reason to be victorious. You would never have a reason to go to the next level. You would never have a reason to beat the odds. What kind of existence would this be? You would never get anywhere. You would just be stuck at the same place. And being stuck at the same place all of your life, then this means you completely have no growth, have no opportunity to grow, have no opportunity to improve. It would be a very empty existence. This would not even allow you to have a connection with the universe, to have a connection with people. You would never be able to love. You would never be able to open your heart and your spirit. You would never know yourself. I think at some point we all want to know thyself. We don't all want the challenges. We don't all want the struggles. But the struggles are what make us. The struggles are what lead us to greatness and beyond. Be thankful. Be grateful. Boundlessly for all challenges and struggles within your life. Look back on them. They're only lessons. They're not mistakes. They're not punishments. These are the things that are going to make you the best that you could be, the best version of you. What a beautiful world. There are no negatives. Well, there are. But the negative is really a positive, because as soon as you get the negative, you spend this little time and space in that, and you learn the lesson within that negative, and you can immediately transfer that energy into a positive. That lesson is so beautiful to be able to behold and have and hold within your heart, just by confronting it, just by taking responsibility. Okay. We're going to go to part 2 right quick, and I'll tie everything together. Part 2, self-improvement. A lot of times in life, people are always talking about reinventing themselves and becoming brand new. So they'll do things like give themselves a new haircut, a new hairstyle, color their hair, change maybe the style or the genre of the way they dress, lose weight, do all these little different things, and those can be considered self-improvements. But these are all worldly and outer things that would be considered as self-improvement. Let's reach on true self-improvement, where it needs to begin first. Start by improving your spirit. Start by improving your heart. Start by improving your mind. The things that you can't dress up, these things can be fed. These things can be exercised. Yes, they can. Again, there's one main key and one main factor to improving yourself. As the body comes out of REM or sleep mode, and the eyes begin to open, and the first recognized breaths start to fill the lungs and the nostrils, we have to come into gratitude and appreciation for the breath of air that is entering our bodies. And in that mode, you start to thank the Creator, thank the universe, thank the guardians that have protected you throughout the night. Be thankful for one more second, one more hour, one more moment, one more day. Thank the birds, the beautiful birds, the creatures, the plant life. Be in observance and deep gratitude and appreciation for that. Now that you have touched on and begin to start with the base, the foundation for self-improvement, and be genuine, deep from within the heart. Allow your heart and your spirit to be open and receptive to this. Now you can begin. You can begin this whole motion and movement of self-improvement, because self-improvement is not a 1 day, a 1 year, a 2 year, or 3 year thing. This is a lifetime journey, because no matter how well, how good, how many good deeds, how many good things you've done, how you could, nothing, no drugs, no alcohol, no nothing, no adultery, no looking at women, you can be abstinent, you can do all these things. There's always going to be some sort of room for improvement. I think I had read an article, and it was about Kobe Bryant. And this is a fantastic analogy here. Kobe Bryant, seemingly one of the best players that ever played the game. They told a story, and he had already won championships, about how he wouldn't leave the gym one day until he made 800 shots. Well, he was already the highest paid player on the team. He's already an all-time, NBA All-Star, definitely going into the NBA Hall of Fame. And yet and still, as much skills and as good and as strong of a warrior and player on the court that this man was, he still saw it in himself that there was more room for improvement, to better himself. Now, I don't know about you, but to stay, and you're not going to make every shot, I don't care how good you are. Till you make 800 baskets in a row, that's sheer will and determination. That's knowing about, I have to improve, and that's reaching deep into the core and then coming out. Well, this is the same way we can do with our own lives, our spiritual lives, when we start with our spiritual lives in the inner part of our being. Let's work it out the same way. Every second, every moment, we need to give observance to our heart, our spirits, our minds. We need to look at all of our actions and do deep reflection every day in the beginning and the end, so that we can continue to go and become the best versions of us. Because improving yourself is a lifelong journey. We're not going to always be at our best. We're not going to always have the most pure thoughts. We're not going to always have the best intentions. But when you're improving yourself and you're doing those things to make those motions to get to that point where you can begin to understand and observe where those improvements need to be made, yeah, it'll start happening quicker. You start taking care of it immediately, because we got to let go of shame or personal self-justification or ego and saying there's nothing wrong with me, I don't need to improve, I'm perfectly fine, I'm nice to everybody. Well, yeah, okay, but what about on the inside? What about your inner? And even if that's correct, you're going to tell me that no one out here could always use a little room for improvement? I don't care if it's a priest, a monk, a shaman, whoever it is. Any sage, anybody, any person. We can always strive for perfection by continuously improving ourselves. It's such a beautiful day. Let's all smile right now. Man, just live in joy. That's another way that you can really get to self-improvement. By living in joy each moment, each day. There's a lot of things that we have to go through and do in life. I don't want to do them. That we may consider a negative activity, as far as we may be feeling lazy that day. We may just be feeling like, I don't feel like, why do I have to? Instead of looking at it in this manner, look at it like this. Great. Because this will give me an opportunity, even if it's a mindless activity. I can do this activity, but then I can continue to work on myself and I can think. Because some of those things just teach you patience. And a lot of people out here really, that's a major thing with a lot of people, is learning patience. And when you have patience, you definitely can start to improve yourself. The world wasn't made in a day. The universe wasn't made in a day. Everything takes patience, and you weren't born in one day. You got to go to work. You got to wait for a paycheck. And even if you get paid the same day, you still got to do the work, and then you still have to wait. So you have to have patience. The greater our patience is, the greater the opportunity is for us to improve on ourselves. Because when we have lots of patience, we have less tendency to give up. We have less tendency to stop. Okay. Getting to a wholeness in this life, and getting to definitely a mode of self-improvement is beautiful. We have to really work at this in life. And when you start with the inner self and the spirit, I think that you will start to see a quicker and a greater and a vaster change. Like I said, a lot of times we want to attack what we see with our eyes and not with our eye. And we must start seeing with our eye. We must start seeing with our eye and not our eyes. Because if we're not improving, we have to really take a deeper look, and a deeper look into our own consciousness. And the truth will be told. Start with the spirit. Start with the heart. Start with the mind. And everything else will follow. It's such a big key component. Have gratitude. Have deep appreciation every second, every minute. Love thyself. To know thyself. We can all get there in this life, people. And then be giving. Be giving, be giving, be giving. Give the love to yourself so that you can give the love to others. Have an open heart and open spirit to yourself so that you can have an open heart and an open spirit to others. If we all continue to improve ourselves and make the motions for something greater, there will be a vast victory, a great victory on this journey, on this plane. If you have liked this subject matter that I've spoken on today, drop some correspondence. I always love correspondence. And if anyone out there would like me to do a part 2 to this, let me know. I always love doing a part 2. I do have a part 2 coming up soon. It's on life and living and what the difference is. And I thank everyone for listening. If you're new to the channel, thank you for tuning in. I can be reached at Viszario on IG. Anybody can drop me a line there or DM me. Also, get your Soul Swole shirt. Let me get your soul swole. Help me get other people's soul swoles. The proceeds are not for me. The proceeds are purely to help. I've been blessed with what I need. But let me get others' soul swole. And let me get your soul swole. Remember, and DM me, and I can get you one today. 4 colors, 4 flavors, different designs. And thank you to Vision Grind Success Clothing Company, Vision Grind Success LTD on IG. They sponsor these Soul Swole shirts, and they're helping me to try to make something really big happen out here in the community. And I thank them so much. Again, if you've enjoyed this today's topic on challenge and self-improvement, just let me know. Leave a comment. And let's all accept those challenges in life and really push to improve ourselves. Because it can be done. And when you start and you begin to open that heart and open that spirit, and you start with working on the spirit first, you're going to see the beauty. Open your eyes and give thanks. And build that foundation. And remember, people, the children are what's most important. They are the future, and we are the past. But by working together, we can all be the future. This has been Spiritual Lifting with V. Let me get your soul swole. Peace.